Give me just a minute.
It's okay. Welcome, everybody. Wave at the camera because you're being recorded. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Say hi to your people. Light up the comment chat if you know somebody on here in both Facebook and here on Zoom.
I am coming remote to you today from somebody else's house and somebody else's computer. And I guess I didn't try the share screen thing, Mayor.
Okay.
So I may have to put you on mute just for a minute and consult my technical people.
Okay, why don't you do that and I'll talk to the people. So you can unmute yourselves and let us know why you showed up tonight to learn about detoxing and cleansing. Why'd you show up tonight, Allison?
I just think it's more important now than ever. And it's always interesting to learn something new. And I think sometimes we think these things, we overthink these things and think they are difficult, but I have a feeling that you're going to share some practical things with us tonight.
Yes, bingo. You get the first ding, ding, ding. Good answer. That's the goal. Anybody else want to share with us why you showed up tonight, what you're looking for?
All right, I'll go. I'm just so curious about detox. I've heard about a lot of things with regard to Juice Plus, but I want to learn more about detox.
Okay. Yes. Yes, I have a surprise too. Friends are showing up. Anybody else?
I got invited.
Oh, Ed, who invited you?
I got invited, and I'm a rookie. I know nothing about detox, so I've got a pad here and ready to take some notes, and so looking forward to the meeting.
I love it, Ed. Who invited you?
Jeanette Wilson.
Jeanette. She's my bud. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. She's outside enjoying the back porch. Why'd you show up, Jeanette, and invite so many people?
Well, a lot of what Allison said is just no time like the present. I just feel like, you know, I've been trying to do this for years naturally, but it just seems like more than ever, like things are attacking us more. And the more we can do naturally, I'm all about it. And I figure if I need to know it, so do my people, my friends need to know too.
Yeah, you don't want to be all by yourself, huh? No one that's all by yourself. All right. Are you doing okay there, Terri?
Can you see it, Mary?
I can. Are you ready for me?
Yes, I am ready for you.
Okay, well, everybody, I hope y'all are ready too. I'm really, really, really thrilled to share this information with you today. My name is Mary Shear, and now we're going to want to talk about detoxing and cleansing. Is it for everyone? We, Terri and I, emphatically think yes, it is. The tips and recommendations we'll be sharing with you tonight will not treat your bodies harshly. So those of you who've done some of this already might think differently.
Right here.
But wait, no, it's not going to be harsh. We will talk about a healthy lifestyle program as well as safe and effective ways to help your body become and stay healthy, because we believe that given the right tools, our bodies, Terri's and mine and yours, can heal itself. A healthy body must have a healthy gut first and minimal toxic heavy metals in the body. So Terri, talk to us about why you're here and what started this for you.
Thanks, Mayor. So yeah, my name is Terri Schultz. My background was executive or legal secretary, not a healthcare professional like Mary, but I'm super excited tonight to be partnering with Mary to get this info out. It's timely and it's for everyone. I didn't know how important my health was until I lost it in 2001 when I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And then it took center stage. All of my effort, all of my money, all of my energy went to trying to restore it. So I really thank Jesus literally for putting me in this community, because this is where I have learned so much that has changed my habits and thereby has changed my life. So that's what I'm just super excited for you guys to kind of listen into what our journeys have been like for the last 18 and 20 years. And that has changed it.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Terri. It's been an awesome partnership we've had in this. And so my background is nursing. I'm a wife, a mom, a grandmom. I have 3 boys grown, a daughter-in-law, and 2 grandchildren. And this picture that you're going to look at in a minute is what angioedema looks like. Angioedema as a result of a bacterial infection that started with an autoimmune disorder called Hashimoto's thyroiditis. And by the way, autoimmune disorders does not happen when the body attacks itself. It happens when your body in all its wisdom attacks the problem. And my body wasn't fully equipped, apparently. And so it took 6 months to find a doctor and 6 months to find the cure. But bottom line, my doctor attested to the fact that my lifestyle and my habits of eating Juice Plus and fruits and vegetables is what kept me alive, because you see angioedema shuts all the organs down slowly, kind of like anaphylaxis, only slower. So it was a miserable time, but I'm telling you, this is why cleansing and detoxing are so important of topics to me, because the body can and will, I don't look like this anymore, obviously, can and will heal itself. So Terri taught me something because, in nursing school, I didn't learn about cleansing and detoxing. Terri taught me this really awesome thing. I didn't think there was a difference between cleansing and detoxing. So Terri, what's the difference?
So Mary, a cleanse focuses more on the digestive tract and helping remove waste products on a superficial level from the colon. A cleanse can be done simply by removing irritating or allergenic foods from the diet and eating lighter fare that helps speed up the digestive process. And I know, Mary, you've had to take out gluten. I've had to take out dairy. So, everybody has, and there's plenty of other things that people have trouble with. A detox, on the other hand, does more than just clear out your digestive tract. A detox goes much deeper and focuses on helping the body boost its own detoxification processes through the liver, kidneys, skin, and lungs.
Yeah, so let's take a look at that digestive system that works when we cleanse. I mean, it also works when we detox, but this is the system that works when we cleanse. You can see, even though cleansing is a little bit more superficial, it does involve all the organs in between the mouth and the anus. So this is a big deal. Lots of systems, lots of organs get cleansed. Now, in the case of detoxification, which is that the deeper work your body can do if you give it the right tools, which we're going to tell you about, several systems are involved. The skin, number one, that's your largest organ, your largest elimination organ. Then there's the lungs, and they trap mucus. This is their job, to trap mucus and trap toxins in the mucus lining. And you get that out either by coughing or breathing out. How awesome is that? Your lymph system carries nourishment to the tissues but it requires your help. It's the one system that really, well, breathing does too, but the lymph system requires you to move around because there's no valves like there are in the circulatory system, so that the lymph system can remove the toxins that way through gravity and movement. The colon absorbs nutrients and carries waste out of the body. Very important. And the liver, that is your main detox organ, is your liver. It works around the clock, whether you're awake or asleep, and it does over 500 different jobs. And then the kidneys filter metabolic and toxic waste out of your body, out of the blood first, and regulate it and regulates the pH of the body. So detoxification, a big deal. So when do you consider metabolic detoxification? When should you consider that, Terri?
Well, Mary, I think there's some things here like difficulty concentrating and mood swings. And I'd like you to put a 1 in the chat if you've ever had difficulty concentrating or some mood swings. How about, Mary, put a 1 in the chat?
I will. Somebody do that for me, would you?
How about lack of energy and trouble sleeping? How about just being plain old tired all the time? Put a 2 in the chat if you ever had trouble with any of those. How about feeling bloated? How about if you live or work around environmental pollutants? Put a 3 in the chat if that's the case. How about occasional digestive discomfort? Put a 4 in the chat if that's true. So Mary, that covers a pretty wide range of symptoms.
Yeah, babe, I think I've had all 4 of those for sure. Sometimes all 4 at one time. And that you probably have too. So there are 2 startling trends in our world. And the first one is environmental toxins are increasing. So take a look at this picture. We've got toxins in the air. We've got toxins in the water. We've got toxins on the surface of the ground and under the ground. And there are heavy metals in our body that happen because of these toxins that have become a real problem for us. For instance, fluoride, which is a byproduct of fertilizer. Do you see the fertilizer on there? And is in our water and toothpaste. Metals are in some of the dental procedures we have done, in our food, in our water, and lots of other things. So environmental toxins is the first startling trend in our world today. And then the second trend is our food quality is decreasing.
Yeah, so Mary, there's preservatives and flavor enhancers, emulsifiers, synthetic vitamins, and just FYI, we don't have a vitamin deficiency. We have a whole food deficiency. And so most of the synthetic vitamins don't work that well. And so it's we got plenty of genetically modified stuff being put on the shelves, right? Fewer nutrients, pesticides, and then in the processed stuff, we have trans fats and artificial colors and growth hormones. So Mary, our whole food, our fruits and vegetables are picked too early. And then by the time we get them, they've lost lots of their nutrients.
Yes,
So,
absolutely. And try finding a yellow banana sometimes.
yeah.
So, warning, there are changes ahead, but if you are willing to make radical changes, good results, you can be in for some good results. So tell us about radical change, Terri. What does that mean?
Well, for me, it's, it's not changing one thing, it's changing most everything. But if you want really good health, we need to do some radical changes, especially now, I think, so that we are optimally healthy to encounter whatever it is that comes our way so we can fight it. So, we have said in the past, make one simple change, and I'm not saying that's bad. It's still good. But for now, I think we need to make a lot of changes in our house. So that's why we're using the word radical. And, there's that hippie thing going on too. So,
Yes, the hippie.
so for anybody who's old enough to be, have remembered the hippie, all the good memories from that, right?
So the bottom line is that toxins must come out of the body to be optimally healthy now, and clean nutrients must flow in. So let's talk about clean nutrients, phytonutrients, plant nutrients. So Terri, do you recognize that label on the left?
Yes. A lot of my money went to those labels.
Yes. And so both of us have similar beginning stories. We got sick. We couldn't get answers. We went to the alternative world, if you will, of vitamins, and we took lots of them, both of us, hundreds of dollars. So there's our multivitamin label, Terri. And then there's our apple label, which I had no idea. I did not learn in nursing school or 22 years of working in the operating room, and then getting sick and being sick for 5 years. No one ever asked me, any healthcare professional, what I ate for breakfast, what I ate regularly, what I fed my kids. But here's an apple. A hairdresser had to show me this. And God bless her. And so here's 500 of the 10,000 plant nutrients, phytonutrients in an apple. And look what they do. They not only protect and cleanse, but they also detoxify. How exciting is that? Because I don't think vitamins get that job done. So the not so secret ingredient in this elimination of toxins is the addition of fruits and vegetables or whole food. If you're considering our program, we have one called Shred 10 with 45 whole plants. There's the picture right there. Each plant and all of their colors have protective effects in the body. Think about 10,000 plant nutrients in an apple and multiply that by 45. That's called synergy of action. And one of the biggest jobs of fruits and vegetables in the body is the antioxidation they cause. That is anti-aging, that is anti-rusting, that is protection of our cells from damage from toxins, damage from exercise. I'm sorry to tell you, the more you exercise, the more oxidation occurs in your body and the more protection you need. And if you, unfortunately, like Terri and I, have some kind of ongoing thing that you have to get up every day and conquer, you need even more protection from plants. So we are gonna, these plants, this whole food help the liver, lungs, bowel, and kidneys eliminate toxins, not just cleanse, but detoxify. Vitamins cannot do this. So Terri, tell us a little bit about some of the fabulous, just a few of the fabulous fruits and vegetables in this Juice Plus program.
Yes, and I love the ones that I don't normally think about. So what about artichokes? Did you know they're a great source of antioxidants and fiber to stimulate liver function and help the body digest and cleanse fatty meals? Now, don't go eat a bunch of fatty meals and eat artichokes, but just in case it happens. Did you know cabbage contains two things? Sulforaphane, a chemical that eliminates toxins, and it also contains glutathione. Have you heard that recently? Glutathione, an antioxidant that promotes liver detox. And what about ginger? Ginger curbs nausea, encourages digestion, soothes bloating and gas pain, and strengthens immunity. I think that's pretty incredible.
It is.
And that's just 3 of the 45 fruit or vegetables.
Well, my favorite fruit is an apple. We already talked about those earlier, but listen to this. It encourages bile production, which helps the liver get rid of nasty toxins. like metals, food additives, and pesticide residues. So eat organic apples. It also can help lower cholesterol, blood pressure, aids in digestion, and supports the immune system. Remember that old adage, Terri? An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yes.
So I want to speak to you about omegas. Many of you may eat a fish oil. Please know that the Juice Plus omegas are a great addition for a healthy lifestyle. It includes the omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, algal oil, pomegranate oil, raspberry seed oil, sea buckthorn oil, safflower oil, and tomato seed oil. Did you know that sea buckthorn berry oil helps treat and prevent acne? Did you know that, Terri?
I didn't know it until I looked it up.
Did you know it has anti-inflammatory properties that help reduce swelling and redness associated with many skin conditions? So not just acne, but eczema, psoriasis, and rosacea. So Terri, tell us a little bit more about these Juice Plus omegas.
Yeah, omega fatty acids support a broad array of health benefits, especially for the heart, brain, joints, skin, and eyes. It's 100% plant-based, it's pure and sustainable. It's a full spectrum of omegas, like Mary mentioned. It's cold pressed, and it's in vegan capsules. And the most special part for me, it doesn't taste like any of the omegas I ever took in the past that tasted, fishy. So I'm always super excited to take them now.
Yes, and in the previous slide with all the plants on it, you might have noticed there are some bottles that are red, green, and purple, fruits, veggies, and berries. And also 2 packages of what we call complete, chocolate and vanilla. Chocolate's my favorite. These shakes, these plants shakes, I drink twice a day, and we do that in the program we call Shred 10. So you can have them for breakfast, before, after workout, or a snack. And I have to tell you that with Hashimoto's thyroiditis and thyroid problems in general, a lot of people suffer from constipation, but 2 shakes a day helps relieve me of that. That's for sure. No pun intended. So Terri, tell us about the complete.
The complete is low glycemic, it's vegan and non-GMO, it's gluten-free and dairy-free, it's a plant-based protein blend, and it's a powerful prebiotic. And yes, I said prebiotic. So Mayor, why is that better than a probiotic?
Well, probiotics are good. They're the good bacteria that we need, that balance in the gut. We talked about that at the very beginning. But prebiotics are the food for the good bacteria. And I want you, Terri and I want you to eat prebiotic foods for that good bacteria. Whole food is always better than a supplement. So prebiotic food, and Juice Plus Complete is that, has that in it. So you heard Terri also talk about low glycemic. What does that mean? So I just want to ask you, if you've ever felt hangry before, if you felt hangry, type that in the comments. Like you can't control yourself. You eat the donut, let's say, and then you crash soon after. Terri falls asleep because she's nice. I want to punch people because that's how I do when I don't eat right. So as a result, I feel guilty. Terri feels tired, and believe that we don't have any willpower. That's wrong. Instead of eating sugary foods, Terri made a decision. Now we make a decision to eat low glycemic. We drink the shake. We look what happens, no crash. So look at that zone of willpower. That's where the Juice Plus Complete shakes take you, into that zone. No more hangriness. So let's talk about diets versus cleanses and honestly detoxing as we look at this slide. This was a paradigm shift for me. How about you, Terri?
Yes, absolutely.
Both in thinking and then in lifestyle. The body is a miracle machine. We've talked about that early. It will do anything it can to keep you upright, moving forward, and thriving and vibrantly. So here you are. And what happens though, you take in toxins and the body stores what we ingest and inhale in the way of toxins in the fat to protect you. If you don't take the toxins out of your lifestyle equation, you're not aware and you don't take them out, you just remove calories and exercise more, the body's going to rebound. To avoid the rebound effect, cleansing is the answer, removing toxins from the diet so that permanent fat loss is possible. So by fueling your body with essential nutrients, you will be getting a jump start to reach your next health goals. We start with a 10-day period, but like Terri and I have been really adamant about, we really want you to look at this as a lifestyle. So you'll shed unhealthy habits and focus on clean living, followed by initially a 4-month period, but honestly, we want you to stick with it, when you will continue your own personal education, establish long-term health goals that will revolutionize not just your life, but the life of the people that you love for years to come. And we have a community that we want you to join as well if you're not already in it. So Terri, let's take a look at the guidelines together that you follow initially, that we want you to keep following to the best of your ability. And remember, we're in this together in the community. What are those guidelines, Terri?
Yeah, so let's add more plant foods and Juice Plus capsules every day. 1 to 2 complete shakes every day, and we really recommend 2. And just FYI, it's not a shred, and you will not have the same results if you do not do those first 2 things. So I just want to kind of put a star by that. Add plenty of water. Take 10 deep breaths every hour.
Okay,
And get,
I want to show them.
oh yes, that's right. We have our,
I don't know if you could see me or not, but this, some of you, if you've ever had surgery or sometimes a C-section or anything like that, you get one of these in the hospital, you can get them at Amazon, and you just take a deep breath and you make all the 3 balls go up. So you just breathe in, and $20 on Amazon, good idea. Okay, Terri, back to you.
yes, and that is super. The reason I'm not at home is my mom had pneumonia, and so I've been caring for her, and breathing has been pretty important. And so keeping our lungs, moving well and stuff is super important. So 10 deep breaths every hour, get 7 to 8 hours of sleep a day, exercise most days, and then reduce or eliminate caffeine. It was hard to say, and alcohol. Good with alcohol, but hard for caffeine. Eating after 6 p.m. And if you work late, 7, we really want to have at least 12 hours where we're not eating. That's kind of, in the overnight period. So, and get rid of, really, in my opinion, all processed foods. If it's in a box, don't eat it. Eliminate gluten and dairy and artificial and refined sugars.
Yes. So there's a lot of misnomers about science right now. And Juice Plus, I'm so happy to tell you, has good science. It is randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled. That means that in the groups, it's a random groups. No one knows who's in what group. Even the investigators do not know. And it's done ethically on humans in universities, leading universities and hospitals around the world. And this is called gold standard research. It's done on men and women, on young and old, on pregnant and non-pregnant, on children, on elderly, on cultures, different cultures who eat differently and have different lifestyles all around the world. And what it's shown is that Juice Plus works. And get with the person that brought you if you want the specifics, because they are outrageous. You'll love them. And children, I said they did studies on children where we have a family health study. It's called Healthy Starts for Families. It's a study that's been going on for over, I think now about 22 years, over 1 million families, where children receive Juice Plus, the fruits and the veggies for free for up to 4 years, from the ages of 4 to college age. So any adult can sponsor a child, and it's my kids got to be a part of this, and so have Terry's and now our grandchildren. So if you look at the chart here, you can see that they're taking fewer, both children and adults are taking fewer medications. They're missing fewer days of school and work. They are eating more fruits and vegetables, visiting the doctor less, consuming less fast food and soft drinks, drinking more water. And this is the one I love the most. 89% of children and adults are more aware of their health. We need changes in the world, folks. We need people, and people want options. They want options. And when you get Juice Plus, it comes with somebody like Terri or myself or one of you who's sharing, and we'd love for you to all join us in this mission. But we are all about these options and changes and working in a community, because that, my friends, is what's going to change the outcome in the world. Awareness put into action, education put into action is amazing, especially when you know you have options. I know Terri and I, there was probably a time in both of our lives, more than one time, where we felt like we didn't have any options. So yay, Juice Plus, yay, fruits and vegetables, and the body can heal itself.
So Mary, we've been talking about it. So when does it start?
Monday, September 13th. You get to shred the food, toxins, and habits that are not serving you. And we encourage you to make this part of your lifestyle, not just 10 days. Remember what Terri told us earlier, radical health demands radical changes. So I want to talk about something else before we close tonight, and that is toxic heavy metals. Many people come into this world with toxic heavy metals, such as mercury, that comes from their mother to child in utero. Toxic heavy metals pass through the blood-brain barrier, and heavy metal poisoning may occur as a result of industrial exposure, air or water pollution, foods, medicines, improperly coated food containers, or the ingestion of lead-based paints. So all kinds of ways that it comes in. In St. Louis, for example, we have a toxic waste dump that's near residential areas with exposure to air and water runoff that has harmed many people's health. Toxic heavy metals can cause or contribute to countless health symptoms and conditions. Folks, we must help our bodies to get rid of these toxins, and it is possible. So now we're going to transition to detox and combine it with cleansing. Aluminum, fluoride, arsenic, mercury, and cadmium are the most toxic common heavy metals found in our bodies. While our bodies do need a small amount of heavy metals to function, like copper, chromium, iron, and manganese, toxic amounts are harmful. So Terri, tell us about some of the ingredients in this awesome heavy metal detox smoothie using the Juice Plus Complete.
Yeah, so cleansing meeting detox, right?
Yep.
So we're pretty excited about that. So here's a few of the ingredients. So wild blueberries, and I just want to bring out what they do so you guys know we're not just saying throw them in willy-nilly. They really have a purpose. So wild blueberries draw heavy metals out of your brain tissue and do lots of other things as you see. But for time's sake, I'm not going to read it all. I think that's pretty incredible if it pulls the metals out of your brain. It has, yes, Mary?
I just said, yes, amen. I need
I like that. Let it be. Barley grass juice extract powder has the ability to draw heavy metals out of your spleen, your intestinal tract, your pancreas, your thyroid, and your reproductive system.
I bought mine
Wow.
I got this on Amazon, barley grass extract.
Nice. Spirulina draws out heavy metals from your brain as well, from your central nervous system. MS people, hello. And your liver, and soaks up heavy metals extracted by the barley grass juice extract powder.
Yes, and here's the spirulina I use.
And I want to bring up too, Mary, spirulina is in our Juice Plus Complete, FYI.
Yes, absolutely.
So cilantro goes deep into hard to reach places, extracting metals from yesteryear, or, you know, from that filling I had when I was 15 that leaked, by the way, by the time I was 25.
Yeah.
So Atlantic dulse binds to mercury, lead, aluminum, copper, cadmium, and nickel. And it goes deep in hidden places of the digestive tract and gut, seeking out mercury, binding to it, and never releasing it until it leaves the body. I kind of like that. Somebody sticks to something until it gets out the body.
Yeah.
So I love that. And so I think this covers a multitude of things. Yes, Mary, there's your, and you bought that on, where did you buy that? Online as well?
I think I bought this, I might have got this in Whole Foods, but I think you can get it on Amazon as well, yes.
Okay.
And I grow my cilantro on my tower garden.
Oh, that's right, yes. Perfect.
So we, Terry and I both are real advocates of vitamin D, D3 levels, and that detoxes the body as well. And we like the liquid form. And then sea vegetables. Seaweed is said to possess electrolytic magnetic action, and so releases excess body fluids from congested cells. That's what makes it sick, folks. Congested cells, because the toxins aren't getting out. Dissipating fatty waste through the skin pores, and they replace depleted minerals such as potassium and iodine, boosting thyroid activity. And guess what? They are in our complete shakes right here. And the algal oil in our Juice Plus Omegas. Awesome.
So you have the cell salts?
I do. Here's the cell salts.
Awesome. So we also both take the bioplasma cell salts, provides a broad spectrum mineral supply while feeding and nourishing the body. It also acts as a mild detoxifier, cleaning on the cellular level. And then, guys, give up table salt, please. Himalayan salt or Celtic sea salt have tremendous healing virtues that have the exact opposite effects of refined salt. It helps to balance out and nourish our bodies with minerals that our body lacks. It's particularly helpful in helping with a mucus elimination. Anybody have allergies? Please, please, please do not use table salt anymore. It has 80% less minerals. They've stripped it, which is why it is, you know, why the doctors tell you not to do it, because it has no value anymore.
It's refined.
Yeah, it's refined, but the Himalayan and the Celtic sea salt have lots of value.
And then we want you, if you want to detox with a bath. Yes, your skin. Remember, I talked about that in the beginning. So take a screenshot here and relax and let it go. So the last thing we want to wrap up with is something called EMF, which stands for electromagnetic field. And anything electric has one. Magnetic fields are generated by current. Electric fields are produced by voltage. And the energy emitted by these fields is known as electromagnetic radiation. I have a little radiation monitor that I can use in my house and around me to see how much radiation is really around me, because it's not a good thing. It's dangerous. Our body.
Mary, where did you get that?
Oh, I got it on Amazon.
Okay.
Why is it dangerous? Our bodies have their own electric functions. Think about your brain. It's electric. Your heart, it's electric. Your nervous system, it's electric. So frequencies emitted by artificial EMF sources interfere with the functions of such systems, causing symptoms like, we talked about this earlier, insomnia, headaches, brain fog, and a compromised immune system. All of those things. So you don't know what's doing it, but here are the common sources of these frequencies: power lines, Bluetooth devices. Yes, Bluetooth. I'm sorry. Computer laptops, Wi-Fi routers, cell phones, and dirty electricity. Terry just taught me that LED lights, which are in my laundry room, which makes my monitor go off, are sources of dirty electricity. So how to protect against EMF? So you have a smart meter outside your house, or you should get a cover for it. Switch your home to a hardwired internet connection again. Remember the old days? Put devices on airplane mode when not in use. Create a sleep sanctuary in your bedroom, no Wi-Fi. Use dirty electric filters, look that up, and don't stand in front of the microwave while it's cooking. Better yet, get rid of it. However, the absolute best protection is not on this, and that is to keep your distance from electronic devices. So here's our question. Terry, you want to ask them?
Yeah, are you ready to get started?
If you're ready to get started, put "I'm ready" in the comments, because where do you see, here's the question, where do you see yourself getting started? We want to thank you for showing up. It is our hope that you will join us and be committed to making the radical changes. You are now in our world of Juice Plus. You know, we want everyone in our world to eat Juice Plus and now to be committed to the shred, but we're not going to sell it to you. You'll have every opportunity you need to get educated more if that's what you need, and get your questions answered. And we want you to do that. You have some options now to overcome this, just like Terry and I have. You can be the person who invited you's customer on the basic, premium, or shred package. You can sponsor a child and they can get their fruits and veggies free because of you. Or you can be your own customer. You get to decide. Terry, I'm going to give you the last word.
Well, thanks, Mary. 30 minutes is by no means enough time to tell you everything we want to tell. So I hope this has been enough, though, to whet your appetite, that you'll want to change some habits, or change a lot of habits, radically change your habits that'll radically change your health and your family's health, and that you will come out stronger for it. And, Mary and I, and a lot of you, could not keep Juice Plus to ourselves. That's why we just, can't stop talking about it. And these extra supporting things that we've learned over the years, we really felt like we wanted to share. We have shared individually with some of you, and we just wanted to share on a bigger scale. So thank you. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. I really, really hope that you're considered joining us. Now's the time. I believe that with all my heart. And so I hope that you're now I'm going to see a lot of you. So thanks for coming.